Hello, good morning dear students and welcome back to our lesson that is life processes. Okay, and now we are studying for the respiratory system. In last video we had a talk on nostrils, then nasal passage, then we have seen larynx and pharynx. And as I said we will move ahead with the next part of the respiratory system, that is trachea. This trachea is also called as what? Windpipe. Okay. Now we will see the structure of the trachea. See students, the trachea is actually into the frontal side and exactly at the back side there is a oesophagus. Okay. And the one wall of it is a adjacent wall. Okay. Means one wall is common for the digestive tract and for the respiratory system. Now I would like to show you, this is the structure of the trachea. This is the structure of the trachea, you can see. The opening of the trachea is called as what? Glottis. And the leaf-like structure, which is the covering of a glottis or the covering of this glottis or the windpipe, is called as what? Epiglottis. It is called as what? Epiglottis. Okay students, and this structure is called as what? Trachea. This structure is called as what? Trachea, or it is also called as what? Windpipe. This is called as what? Windpipe. And from this part, what happened to this part? From this part, the air is passes. Okay, the food do not pass from here. Beside it, there is a wall. Beside it, there is another channel, and that is called as what? Food pipe. That is called as what? Food pipe. Understood? And this is the common wall for the trachea or for the windpipe and for the food pipe. Can you understand, students? Okay, this is trachea. I will write this side. This is what? Trachea. Okay, this is glottis. This is food pipe. Okay, or this trachea is also called as what? Windpipe. And this wall is common, as I said. Okay. Now, this trachea or this windpipe is of 11 centimeter long. The length of the trachea is 11 centimeter long, and the breadth or the width of the trachea is of 2.5 centimeter. Right? The width, the length of the trachea is 11 centimeter and width of it is what? 2.5 centimeter. Means from the pharynx and from the larynx, the air comes, that air would pass into this trachea or through the windpipe. And this is its length and this is its width. Understood, students? Now, if we will talk about the inner wall of this trachea, the inner wall, if we will talk about the inner wall, suppose I will show you the inner wall of it. The inner wall of the trachea will be having ciliated epithelium. Ciliated epithelium. Students, while explaining you nasal passage, already I told you what is meant by ciliated epithelium. There are various types of epithelial tissue, students. Among that, the ciliated epithelium is also one kind of tissue. Understood? So, the inner wall of it, means we can say like this. The inner wall of it has ciliated epithelium tissue. Okay? Why it is ciliated? Can you anyone give me the reason why it is ciliated? The reason is that if the any particle, if it is passes from the nasal passage or from the nostrils, in nostrils hair are there, then mucus is there, then oil glands are there, then too, if any foreign particle, any dust particle, if it would escape and would travel into the trachea, then into the trachea, because of the ciliated epithelial tissue, it cannot move ahead into the lungs. Because lungs are the primary organ of the respiratory system. Lungs are playing an important the respiratory system. So lungs will never accept that foreign particle. So into this respiratory system, this trachea's inner wall is of ciliated epithelium tissue. So that what would happen if the particle would be there, then that particle will be trapped here, and whenever we exhale that time, that particle will go out. So whenever we inhale, that time the air passes through it, and whenever we exhale out, that time also air is passes. Whenever we inhale, that time air is in this direction, and whenever we exhale out, that time the air is in this direction. So if any foreign particle is trapped here, that foreign particle can go out. Understood? It will not enter into the lungs. Understood, students? I hope you understand this point also. The wall of the trachea has a ciliated epithelium or ciliated epithelial tissue. Okay. The third point if we will talk about, then it will have a C-shaped cartilaginous rings. It has a C-shaped cartilaginous rings. C-shaped. It has a C-shaped cartilaginous rings. It has C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Understood? This cartilaginous means the soft bone, which is actually the connective tissue, but it is the soft bone which is present into the nostrili segment, right? Or into this our ear also this is present. That is called as what? Cartilaginous tissue, which is the type of the connective tissue. So over it, the C-shaped cartilaginous tissues or cartilaginous rings are present. Why it is so? Why cartilaginous rings are present around the trachea? The reason is that whenever we inhale, if we will breathe in very fast or breathe out very fast, that time the wall of the trachea or the pipe of the trachea should not collapse. Means to protect the whole windpipe, to protect the whole trachea, we have these rings, and that rings are providing protection, from excess. If you will inhale and exhale in an excess amount, or if you will have a fast breathing, then those walls of the windpipe or the trachea should not collapse, and because of that, the trachea would have a C-shaped rings. Now students, the question is why it will have a C-shaped rings. The C-shaped rings will have because there is exactly beside it windpipe, food pipe is there. So if it will be completely round, then the wall is same. It will be completely separated. So the design is like that. It is C-shaped because this wall is there, na? This is the wall of what? Food pipe. This is the wall of food pipe also. This is the wall of windpipe also. So they will have a common wall. So that if the complete round would be there, then food pipe and the windpipe would be separated. So food pipe and windpipe is never separated. Only that protection is given to what? Windpipe. Because we may fast breathing or we may take extra oxygen and we may exhale out extra carbon dioxide. That time it should not be harmful for the trachea, for the wall of the windpipe, so that this cartilaginous rings, C-shaped cartilaginous rings are arranged into the trachea. So I hope you understand what is meant by trachea. This is the mouth of the trachea called as what? Glottis. Then this is the leaf-like structure which is the covering of the glottis called as what? Epiglottis. What is the function of this glottis and epiglottis, students? You are knowing very well. Then this is our food pipe or oesophagus we can say, and the oesophagus and the food windpipe will have a common wall. Okay, and this is trachea which is of 11 cm long, and the width of the trachea is 2.5 cm. And the inner wall will have a ciliated epithelium, as well as students, it will also have a mucus glands or mucus glands will be present inside the trachea. Inside it, the mucus glands would be present. And this mucus gland will secrete what? mucus. Means for passing very smoothly air, means whatever oxygen it is passes from the from outside surrounding environment to the lung. So while passing oxygen or while taking out or breathing out carbon dioxide, the passage must be very smooth, and so that the mucus glands are present which are secreting mucus. Now students, mucus means what? A sticky substance. It is a sticky fluid-like substance. It is fluid-like substance which is designed, fluid-like substance which is designed for what, student? Protection. It is designed for what? Protection. I hope you understand all about trachea. Now we will move ahead for the next part of the trachea. After the next part of the trachea, we will have student rib cage. Understood? And in this rib cage, in this bony box, there are 12 pairs of the into the rib cage. Okay, 12 pairs into the rib cage. Into that bony box, into that rib cage, properly our lungs are kept. Okay, our lungs are kept, and we will have two bronchi. This it will divide from the trachea. There will be a division. There will be a branches. That is called as what? Bronchi tree. Okay, there will be a branches of the trachea. This trachea will divide into two branches, and these two branches are called as what? Bronchi. Two branches are called as what? Bronchi, and singular it is called as what? Bronchus. Okay, means we will have a right bronchus and the left bronchus. Okay, and that bronchi, those bronchus individually will be inserted into the lungs. So first we will study about the bronchi, and then we will study about the lungs. Okay. Now, after we will see ribs, or these ribs are present into thoracic cavity. It is these ribs are present on now. After it, we will see about ribs. We will see about ribs. And ribs makes, or rib cage makes the thoracic cavity. Ribs is actually made up of rib cage. Okay, rib cage, which is bony box actually, which is bony box we can say. Okay, so rib cage is also called as what? Thoracic cavity. This rib cage is called as what? Thoracic cavity, or it is also called as thorax. Rib cage. In the rib cage there is a cavity-like structure. Okay, you can see here in the rib cage there is a cavity-like structure. That cavity is called as what? Thoracic cavity, or thorax also can be said. So how many bones, pair of bones are present? So there are 12 pairs of bones are present. 12 pairs of bones, 12 pairs of bones are make the rib cage. 12 pairs of bone make the rib cage. But if you will see the structure of the rib cage very properly, very carefully, you will see the 7 pair of rib cage, 7 pair of ribs, 7 pair of ribs, or 7 pair of rib cage are actually attached to the middle one bone. See here students, if I am standing in front of you and you are also, you can touch here, you will feel at the middle, you will feel one hard something. This is bone, and that bone is called as what? Sternum. That bone is called as what? Sternum. Okay, so rib cage from the back side, it is attached to our vertebral column or our backbone, and it is joined to the sternum. Okay, in this manner, the first pair of the rib will start from the backbone and will join to the sternum. In this manner, the another one. In this manner, it will form a 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pairs. Likewise, first 7 pairs are attached to the sternum. Okay, means from back side, these ribs are attached to what? Our vertebral column or our backbone. Okay, from back side it is attached to the vertebral column or the backbone, and from the front it is attached to the sternum. Okay, so 7 pairs are attached to the sternum. Okay, the 7 pairs of ribs are attached to the, we can say, attached to sternum. Sternum means what, students? We will touch here, we will feel one bone, that is called as what? Sternum. So the pairs which are attached to the sternum are called as what? True pairs. These are called as what? True pairs. Totally how many pairs are there? 12 pairs are there. And if you will see, then the 3 pairs of ribs are called as false pair. These are called as what? False pair, because they are fusing to the 7 pairs of the ribs. So these 3 pairs of ribs are called as what? False pairs. These are false pairs. And the 2 pairs of ribs are floating ribs. These are called as what? Floating ribs. These ribs are from 2 sides. There will be 2 ribs which will be floating. Okay, these ribs will be floating. These are not attached to the sternum also, and these are only floating. Okay, and these are working like a protection only. Means the rib cage is actually designed for the protection because of the internal 2 delicate organs. Internal delicate organs, that is lungs. That I said you just now, lungs are what? Lungs are the primary respiratory organ. Understood? So lungs are also there, and the very important organ which we are going to see very soon, that is heart, is also situated into the thoracic cavity or into the thorax or the chest cavity also we can say. Okay, so rib cage, which is called as bony box, this is what? Thoracic cavity, thorax, that is called as what? Sternum. Or 12 pairs of bones are present, that is called as rib cage. 7 pairs of ribs are called as true pairs, which are attached to the sternum, and 3 pairs of ribs are false pairs, and 2 pairs of ribs are floating, which are not attached to sternum. Okay, so this is all about the rib cage. Just now we have seen about the trachea. Now what will happen to the trachea? What will happen to the trachea? Hello students. Now just now we have seen our rib cage, how the thoracic cavity is designed. Okay, and thoracic cavity is also called as what? Thorax, and in that we have a very delicate organ, and the name of that organ is what? Lungs. And how many lungs we have? We have 2 lungs, right? We have 2 lungs. One is right and another is left. Okay, we have 2 lungs. One is right and another is left. Okay, and this is whichever I have drawn over here. That is called as what? And that is called as what? Bronchiolar tree. That is called as what? Bronchiolar tree. Okay, and students, we have 2 lungs, and right lung is little larger than the left lung. Okay, right lung is little larger, and the left lung, as compared to right lung, it is smaller. The weight of the right lung is 625 gram. It is of 625 gram, and the smaller lung, means left lung, is of 575 gram. It is of 575 gram. Now the question is that why left lung is smaller than the right lung? Thus it is smaller because the heart is present in it. It is little bit tilted towards the left lung. Okay, and so the heart is occupying the space of the lung, so that left lung is little smaller than the right lung. This is the reason. Understood? So these two important internal delicate organs are found into the thoracic cavity, into the rib cage, and that is called as what? Lungs and the heart. Understood? Now today we are going to talk about the bronchiolar tree. First, which part come into the bronchiolar tree? That is what? Trachea. Right? The second part comes in it, that is bronchi. That is what? Bronchi or bronchus. Okay? This bronchi is divided into three parts. Primary bronchi, we have two. So bronchi I say. Then secondary bronchi, then tertiary bronchi, then we will have bronchioles. Bronchioles we will have at the tertiary bronchi. After bronchioles we will have alveoli, and singular it is called as what? Alveolus. Understood? First is what? Trachea. Then what? Bronchi, or singular it is called as what? Bronchus. In plural means we have two, so bronchi. Then this bronchi is divided into primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi. At the end of the tertiary bronchi there will be bronchioles, and at the end of the bronchioles we will have 350 crores alveoli. 350 crores of alveoli are present in our at the end of this alveolar tree. Okay, 350 crore alveoli are present. Are all this working? No, it is depend on the efficiency. Do you know, students, one interesting thing? Whenever we are breathing normally, only 30% of our lungs we are using. Right? Then 70% lungs are not at all used by us. Normal breathing, only 30% lungs are used. And here, students, into the alveoli or singular alveolus, here the exchange of gases is taking place. Understood? In this all bronchiolar tree, this part is called as what? Conduction zone. This part is called as what? Conduction zone. What is conducted here? Air is conducted, right? Air passes from the nostril, then nasal passage, then pharynx, then larynx, then trachea, then bronchi, then primary, secondary, tertiary, bronchioles. This all here, no exchange of gas is taking place. Okay, no exchange of gas is taking place. So this zone is called as what? Conduction zone. Then where the exchange of gases are taking place into the lungs, where the exchange of gases are taking place, the exchange of gases are taking place into the alveoli or alveolus, and the surface of the alveoli or alveolus is rich in blood vessels. Okay, the surface, the outer surface of it is rich in blood vessels, and that is designed to exchange the gases. Okay, as we are taking in oxygen, right, and giving out carbon dioxide. So when we take in oxygen, then through this alveolus the oxygen is diffused. Here the exchange of gas is taking place, and at the same time carbon dioxide we are taking in. Okay, taking in means this alveolus are taking in, and again through the same channel it is going out through our nostrils. So this is all about the zone of conduction. This is called as what? Zone of conduction. And this alveoli and alveolus is the zone of respiration. This is only the zone of respiration. This is only the zone of respiration. Do you get it, students? Bronchiolar tree. Okay, in that bronchiolar tree, this is trachea. We have two lungs, larger and the smaller lung. Larger lung is of 625 grams, smaller lung is of 575 grams. Why it is smaller? I said you, the heart is tilted towards it, and we can have a bronchiolar tree. In that bronchiolar tree, the trachea, bronchi or bronchus, primary, secondary, tertiary bronchioles and alveoles are present. In the bronchiolar tree, up till bronchioles, it is called as what? The zone of conduction. Okay, and after it, the end part of this lung is called as what? Alveoli. The 350 crores of alveoles are present. If we will spread the area of our lung, it will be 80 meters square. It will be 80 meters square, students. Means how long? It will be like one lawn tennis court. Not table tennis I am talking. It will be of lawn tennis court. 80 meters square. That much if it will be spread. Then how it can be into the compact form? This is because the alveolar surface is into the compact form. Means to increase the surface area only, it is into the form of bunch like. It looks, the alveoli if you will see, it will look like a bunch of grapes. We will see a special structure of the alveoli in detail into the further class. For today, I have explained to you all about the trachea, the ribs and the bronchiolar tree. In further classes, we will move ahead for the lungs and the alveoli. Thank you so much.